All right. Going live here. Steve Sandner. And just giving a little test. I've got a new location. I just came to Michigan few days ago. And I'll be doing some broadcasting from here and hopefully getting back into the virtual piano bar. I'm also trying out a new lens. And it's a little silly because it's got my head really big. But I'm trying it out, and it's good for low light. So, okay, we've got the stream quality going. I've got audio, and I'm just going to check the web page to see if that's working. I'm sure it is, but I like to check. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about my course, Music Theory for Singers, and we're going to talk today about song form. I'm just going to kind of talk off the top of my head. But the very basic thing that a singer that is helpful to know for a singer is, well, you want to know your key, of course. You want to know about tempos. You want to know about repertoire. But we're just going to talk about basic song form. And that does involve some repertoire too. So we'll get into a little bit of that. Let me see here. Channel. Yeah, we're going live. We are live. That's helpful to know. That's always good to know. Just out of curiosity, I've always wondered this, and usually I'm playing piano, and I don't have time to potchkey around with all this stuff. And I want to see if it's coming through on my web page, because sometimes you don't know. The live video page is not. Okay, it's not displaying my video because I didn't set it up. That's why. Okay. So you learn. That's how you learn. By forgetting to set something up, and then it's not there. But it's not that important. I'm just kind of footloose and fancy free. The virtual piano bar stuff is gonna start maybe in another week or two. I'm looking at this location here, but the room is kind of boomy. You can probably tell by the sound of the audio that it's a little bit boomy. Oh, hello, Cynthia is watching. How about that? And there might be a couple others on too. I just don't know. So I'm working on this course called Music Theory for Singers. Now, if you're a singer, you want to know a lot of times. Some singers don't need to know what key they sing it in, or don't. Actually, every singer needs to know what key you're singing a song. Let's just get right down to it. Once a singer starts singing, well, of course, once you start singing, the audience doesn't really care what key you're singing it in, unless you're singing it in a key that's obviously wrong for you. But I'm just gonna talk about song form. One thing about songs, that each song has its definite form, and I'm trying to decide if I like this new lens or not. It's very good in low light because right now it's cloudy. It looks like it's about ready to rain. I know I'm rambling here, but I've got a bunch of things going on here, and trying out things with the lens, the new location, microphone in the boomy room. It seems to be working okay though. So anyway, we're going to talk about song form. I'm going to concentrate on one aspect of. Oh, somebody's texting me. All right. Cool. I guess I'll turn my phone off. That should teach me. But if you want to text me, you can text me at my phone number. I don't know how I guess I could put that up there. Put my phone number up if you want to text me, or if you know my phone number. If you're watching, you probably already know my phone. Or you can just leave a message on the chat window here. if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. So song form is pretty basic. It's a lot of the popular songs have a form of A-A-B-A. Now, what does that mean? Well, maybe a lot of you already know what this means because this is pretty basic stuff. But you'll have a song like, "Oh, I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee." That's the first A section. Then the second A section is just like it, same melody with different words. "My own true love to see." So there you have A and another A, because the melodies are close to being the same. Either they're exactly the same or they're pretty close. So in the song form. So you have that. Then you go to the B section. "Oh, Susanna, don't you cry for me." That's the B section. And then you come back to the A section. "Oh, I come from Alabama with a banjo on my knee." End of song. So that's called AABA song form. There's tons of songs that use the AABA song form. And another thing to keep in mind is the B section in a lot of popular songs, especially in the Great American Songbook, is called the bridge. And it's a good idea to keep your head in the game and know when you're singing the A section or the bridge. So for an instance, a song like, let's see, "Over the Rainbow." "Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I thought of once in a lullaby." That's the A section. Then you sing another A section. "Somewhere over the rainbow." Help me with the word. "Skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true." A section number 2. So you have A section, A. Then you go to the B section. "Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me." Da 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 da. So that section is completely different in melody from the A section. But then after that B section, which is called the bridge in this case, then you go back to the A section. "Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. Birds fly over the rainbow, why then, oh, why can't I?" And then some songs, this is a little extra, in some songs they'll have a little tag. "If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't I?" And that's a completely different section melodically. So you might call it, instead of calling it a C, you can just call it a tag. So the AABA form is probably the most common song form in singing the standards, Great American Songbook. But you also have ABAB. Sometimes it won't have a bridge. It'll just have an example of that is "Fly Me to the Moon." And I'm going to risk getting a copyright citation here by singing these songs that are copyrighted, but we'll see what happens. "Fly me to the moon, on Jupiter and Mars." In other words, then this is the B. That was the A section. Then you go to the B section. "In other words, hold my hand." In other words, "Darling, kiss me." So you have A. Then you have a different melodic section, B. Then you go back to the A. "Fill my heart with song." Different word, but same melody. "Let me so da 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 da. Love is what I want, and all I worship and adore." Then you have a B section coming back again. "In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you." So that's the B section has a little variation to it, but you can still call that an ABAB song form. Another example of ABAB song form would be the Michigan University of U of M fight song. "Hail to the victors, valiant, hail to the conquering heroes." That's the A section. Then you get the B section. Hail, hail, B section, don't shake on the leaders and the best. Then you go back to the A section. Hail to the victors valiant. Hail to the conquering heroes. Then you have another B section. Hail, da 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 da, with just a very slight variation. Now, sometimes if you have the form of the song is A, B, sometimes that second time the B section comes to end the song there, they'll have maybe a completely different section. You can sometimes call that a C section. So that if you go to the, let me see, the MSU fight song, that could be called A, B, A, C. So you have, how does the MSU fight song? I should know this. My kids went to MSU. Bum 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 bum. There's the A section. Bum 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 bum. There's the B section. Then you go back to the A section. Bum 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 bum. Then you have a completely different section, which you could call C. Bop bop bum bum bum. Victory to MSU. So you can call that ABAC song form. So it's a good idea to keep your head in the game when you're singing songs and know the form of the song that you're singing. For one thing, the band leaders might say, go to the bridge. And he might have you skip doing the first part of the song and go right to the bridge of the song. And in that case, say you're singing Over the Rainbow, you go to they'd go right to the bridge part instead of starting over at the beginning. Or maybe if you're a singer of some stature, you're able to give cues to the band. You might want to just go back to the bridge. And I'd say most of the time, the singer, an experienced singer, will be in effect leading the band and giving cues like that. So another example of ABAC song form is all of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? There's an A section. Then you go to the B, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-da-da-da, B section. Then back to the A section, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, all of me. Then you have a C section. You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? So you've got A, B, A, C. There you go. These are pretty simple, basic examples. There's also some jokes connected with these. The idea of song form. I'll tell you one joke. The famous American jazz musician got the chance to go to England and was asked to play for the Queen. And the Queen said, "Oh, can you play Over the Rainbow?" And he said, "Of course." So this famous American jazz sax player is playing for the Queen Over the Rainbow, and he goes, ba, boo, ba, 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 on his saxophone. La, 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 ba, da, da. And then when he gets to the bridge, he couldn't remember the bridge. And he was so frustrated and he was so mad at himself. He threw himself over the balcony and landed on the street below. And he was semi-conscious, laying in the street, and he heard the ambulance coming. Okay, that's a pretty rude joke, maybe a little bit violent. Anyway, so if you get the joke, that is the bridge of Over the Rainbow. Like it sounds like the notes of a European ambulance. Okay, not very funny, but anyway. So another form is the verse-chorus form. You can have a song that has a verse in it. Sometimes the verses just kind of go rambling on, and then you have a chorus, and everybody joins in at the chorus. Like Piano Man is the one I think of. Sing. It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in. There's an old man sitting next to me. And then the chorus comes in. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. And that keeps that verse. Sing us a song tonight. We're all in the mood for a melody. You've got us feeling all right. And that's a repeating chorus, refrain that everybody can join in. The words are always the same, and the melody is always the same. Another one is the Beatles, oobla-dee, oobla-da, da-ba-ba-ba-da, in the marketplace, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Then the chorus, oobla-dee, oobla-da, life goes on, brah, la 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 la, life goes on. So you have this repeating chorus. It's always the same words. Everybody can join in and sing. So verse and a chorus. That's another very popular song form. Another one that like that, sort of a rock song, is Steely Dan when they did Do It Again. In the morning you go running for the man who stirs the water. Then the chorus comes in. Back, Jack, do it again. Wheels turning round and round, and move back, Jack, do it again. And that refrain or chorus comes in intermittently, and it's always the same words. It's always the same melody. So verse chorus will have a chorus with the same melody and same words. And then there's all kinds of other song forms. Sometimes, like the Beatles would put in or other famous songwriters would play with these forms and come up with some unique forms that are almost hard to describe. You'd have A, B, A, C, A, D. Sometimes you have A, B, A, C, a rondo form where you keep, a rondo form is a very old musical form where you keep coming back to a section. Then there's the blues. The blues has a special form of its own, and it actually has many different forms, but the basic blues form is 12 measures and with the 1-4-5 format. So you have, I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. And then it repeats, I'm going to Kansas City, here I come. So you have AA, and then you got a crazy way of loving there, and I'm gonna get me some. And then you have a C. So it's AAB, did I say C? AAB form, basically, with 4 measures on each letter. It turns out to be a 12-bar form. But then there are 8-bar blues forms and 16-bar blues forms. There's others. So your assignment is to have some fun listening to popular songs that you like and love, and see if you can figure out what form the song is in, and see if you can identify the bridge. Another, I guess we already talked about this, but sometimes you'll have a tag to the song, which is a short little ending, but sometimes it'll have a definite section of its own for the end, like we did in Over the Rainbow. If happy little bluebirds fly, it's a little short ending, and sometimes they have a little more elaborate endings. They're called codas. You could call it a coda in a lot of cases. A coda is the Italian designation in classical music for an ending to the piece. So there's a beautiful song called "You Go to My Head," and it's got rather interesting chord changes, and I think a lot of singers like to sing it. You go to my head, and you haunt me like a primary refrain. I wish I could remember. Da 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 da. And then that has a AABA form to it, But the last time you sing it, it has a definite coda to it, which is different from the rest of the song. And so you finish the last A section, and then, though I'm certain that this heart of mine hasn't a ghost of a chance in this crazy romance, you go to my head. And then the song ends like that. And the coda is almost nothing like any of the other sections, the A or the B section. So there's a little overview, quick, off the top of my head of song form, something to be aware of. And the more awareness you have of things like this, and then, of course, future we're going to get into keys and talking about scales, intervals. And there's a study called solfege, but they didn't have it when I went to music school, but they do I know my friend of mine went to Berklee School of Music. And solfege is learning the syllables basically in the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, and doing exercises on the syllables because it forces your brain to get a reference to the notes and the intervals in a way that is very, very helpful to your understanding the structure of the music. So solfege is something I'm going to add to the course that I studied the Indian music version of solfege, and that just opened up a whole new world to me. That's sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa. It's equivalent to the do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. But anyway, I don't want to get too deep into it now, but I'm here in Michigan, and I'm at Song of the Morning Yoga Retreat, where my house is located. I don't have very many gigs booked right now. I have a private party tomorrow, and I did this broadcast right now just kind of on the spur of the moment, just to do a test of my new camera. I'm testing it out. It's great in low light, but it has a little bit too much of a close-up view. I think I want to use a little bit of a wider angle lens for most videos like this. So, but you got to experiment and try stuff. And so what else is happening in my musical world? Excuse me. It's sort of unknown. I mean, there's a lot of unknowns for a lot of people right now. As everybody, well, a lot of people, almost everybody knows the gigs for musicians pretty much disappeared, close to 100%. And some musicians are playing a few gigs right now. I'm hearing stories. And I do have a private party tomorrow, and I'm told, to wear a mask. And when we're performing, we might have a little leeway on that. I don't know. We'll see. And of the 6 or 8 weddings I had booked for this summer, they were all canceled except for this one. And they actually did pick up a couple more that were postponed from earlier in the summer. So I do have 2 more weddings. That's it. That's all I have booked. So the virtual piano bar will be coming back in another week or 2. I'll be sending out a notice on that. So thanks for watching. If anybody's watching, I don't even know. I think I see Cynthia left a message. And it looks like there's a few other people, but that's good. This is not a formal part of my music course, which is coming out, Music Theory for Singers, but I may use some elements of what I talked about today on song form, and trying to work around the copyright issue, because if you use copyrighted songs, that can be an issue with YouTube. So that's just one thing to deal with, but it's beautiful here in northern Michigan right now. It's humid and a little bit not too warm. I don't know if it's in the 70s. I'd say it's in the 70s right now, but the humidity makes it feel warmer than it would be for the equivalent temperature in Arizona. That's for sure. I'm looking forward to getting back into the virtual piano bar I'm still trying to decide if this room is going to work or if it's too echoey. So that'll be worked out in the future. That's about it for now. Have a nice evening, everybody. Losing my voice talking. And we will talk to you later. And somebody who's taking notes or noise. Great. Feel free to give any feedback you have on this. I'm going to be, let me just real quickly. No, I think I covered about everything. The music theory for singers is going to be based on piano keyboard. And that, along with the solfege, is going to really help if you're a musician or a singer who wants to know more about reading notes or understanding the structure of music. It's a good idea to get a little keyboard, and we can go from there. Thank you. Have a nice evening, everybody.